Hello, I'm Sachiko from Tippsy. Welcome to your new sake box. Today, I want to show you how to get intimate with the 6 bottles you have at hand by suggesting the vessel, the temperature, and food pairing. Let's get started. The first bottle is called Daishichi Sokai Reishu. Daishichi Brewing Company uses an orthodox brewing method. Only 10% of premium sake is made using this Kimoto method. This brewery was founded in 1752 by Mr. Ota, who is originally from a samurai family. Daishichi is the name of the brewery, and Sokai means refreshing, and Reishu means chilled sake. As the name suggests, I'm gonna have it chilled. I chose this bowl-shaped glass for it so that it concentrates the aroma to my nose and I can get the full experience from this chilled sake. I probably poured a little bit too much in here, but that's okay. I'll work on it. I'm pairing this with ranch dressing because the creaminess from the ranch dressing and the creaminess from the sake's texture marries really well, and the slight zestiness from the dressing kind of enhances the slight sweetness from the sake. It has like layers and depth to the flavor that Kimoto has that other sake doesn't have. The second bottle we're gonna taste is Fukuju Blue, also known as Junmai Ginjo. This is a nice fruity floral ginjo. This is from a brewery in Nagaragawa area, which has gained geographical indication just like champagne and scotch. And they use a harder water source, higher in mineral content, that produces this cleaner sake. The sake is enjoyed at the Nobel Prize banquet in Sweden. A long stem glass elevates the mood for me. I'm choosing a charcuterie board for this. Fruits, cured meats naturally go really well with sake. The saltiness from the cured meat will balance well with the fruitiness of the sake, and the grape and the fruity notes from the sake will marry really well. It has that structure behind it that comes from the water source in Nagaragawa, which is a famous water source. 80% of sake is water, and water quality is very important. This third bottle is called Michinoku Oni Honjozo. Oni is a demon, and koroshi is to kill, so it's demon slayer. It's from Miyagi Prefecture, and Miyagi is my last name, so it must be really good. This number 10 on here is the sake meter value. If it has that on the bottle, you'll know it's a very dry sake. You can enjoy this chilled in room temperature too, but warming it up is gonna bring up the sweetness, and there's less shock to your tongue when it hits your tongue because it's closer to your body temperature. I'm gonna warm it up in this chirori, pouring some hot water to the same level that the sake is in. The sweet spot for this one for me is a little bit warmer than skin temperature, so about 110 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't have a chirori, just use a glass vessel that's heat safe and put it in a hot water bath. And make sure you stir it up so that the liquid is warming up evenly, and then decant it onto a different vessel. The grilled chicken with a simple seasoning like salt and pepper is gonna go really well with this dry sake. The pepperiness enhances the sake, but it also makes it a little bit mild, which I like. And in Japan, they describe sake as being yasashi, or kind. And even though it can kill a demon, I mean, this demon looks pretty happy playing music and enjoying his sake. The fourth bottle we're gonna try is Kinokuniya Bunzaemon Junmai Ginjo. That long name is a name of a local merchant in Wakayama Prefecture where this brewery is from. And it really is more like a laboratory than a brewery, but that makes sense because they're dealing with microorganisms that's making the sake. So this sake uses 2 different kinds of sake rice. Omachi sake rice gives it that depth and layered finish, and the Yamada Nishiki gives it a soft, supple texture. This one has won an award in the Fine Sake Awards, so definitely try this in a wine glass, please. I'm having it with seafood pasta. There's a scientific reason to why seafood pairs really well with sake. Seafood actually has the same acid that is high in sake, which is called succinic acid, and it marries really well with this chilled sake. Because sake has the same base as soy sauce, it's a safe bet that anything with soy sauce type of flavor is gonna go well with sake. The fifth bottle we're trying is called Tamanohikari Junmai Daiginjo. The minimum rice polishing ratio for a daiginjo is 50%. That means that 50% of the outside of the rice kernel is polished away even before they steam it. This brewery is also from the Fushimi region of Kyoto Prefecture, which is really famous for the water quality for their sake. I'm having this chilled because it's a daiginjo. I'm using this ceramic cup called a guinomi. Daiginjo is a very high premium grade, so there's a lot of care that goes into making this, and I do want to savor every sip. I have some steamed whitefish here with some mushroom. The mushroominess goes well with the layered taste that the omachi rice gives, and I think it's a great marriage. The lemon notes on it actually really elevates the umami flavor from the sake, which is nice. Final bottle we're gonna try is Nagaragawa Sparkling Nigori. Sparkling sake can be clear or nigori. This one does have a little bit of the sediments in them. This brewery is founded in 1894 and uses the pristine water from the northern Japanese Alps. Please be careful opening this bottle. Make sure it's chilled and don't agitate it before opening. Just gently turn it to have the sediments mix just enough. Don't have to shake it up or anything. Just turn it once and then carefully open very slowly. I swear, every time. So the bubbles will mix it up for you, so just be patient. I'm not the most patient person, so that's probably why I don't succeed all the time. They're using a secondary fermentation in the bottle instead of injecting the CO2, which gives it a really nice texture and natural flavors. So I just opened it a little bit and then closed it again because the bubbles were going crazy. We started opening this maybe 5 minutes ago. The carbonation is evidence though that sake is made with living microorganisms and that it's a very natural process. I'm pouring it in a flute because all the bubbles that we went through all the trouble of deserve some showing off. I have some potato chips here because I know that any kind of sake will go well with potato chips. I'm gonna put this lemon in there and then take a sip. Ooh, it's bubbling a lot. It brightens it up. It's kind of fun because it has that yogurty note to it. And just another way to enjoy sake. I hope that this gave you ideas on how to enjoy your sake, but we are all ears, so we want to know how you are discovering ways to enjoy your sake box. Until next time, kanpai!